Right now we're walking down into the waterfall in the rhododendron garden here in southeast Portland, right by Reed College. The sun is out, the colors are vibrant and beautiful. You know, you just can't get any better than this. God's beautiful creation. And it's amazing how when things are in the right season, they just begin to grow. They just begin to blossom and bloom. I think in a lot of ways, I think people and churches and organizations, we're kind of like nature. In the right season, at the right place, in the right time, with the right atmosphere, things just begin to grow. As many of you know from our newsletter, in January, the house church, we moved from the clubhouse that we were at in our apartment complex into a community center in southeast Portland. And from the very first day that we were there, we could tell that God had just planted us in a season of growth, in a position of growth. Since that day, we have actually had over 20 people give their lives to Jesus Christ. Easter Sunday was a massive success. We also had May 5th, just a couple of weeks ago, we had a good friend of ours come in and do some training with us. His name is Chris Donald, and he works for an organization called Promise Church, and he is an evangelist of evangelists. And he came and just talked with us about unique ways to share our faith and to live a lifestyle of sharing Jesus. And that day, May 5th, we went out to the stores around us into the Clackamas Town Center, and we saw 8 people give their lives to Jesus Christ in under an hour. You know, I remember one year as a little kid, I went through a season where I went through 3 different shoe sizes in just 1 year. I was outgrowing my shoes before I could wear them out. But you know, all of that was to prepare my body for another season of growth that I was getting ready to go into. What I'm trying to say through that is this, is that as we grow in numbers, you also got to grow in leadership. Your foundation has to increase. So what we've done, we've started a Wednesday discipleship just to lay a solid foundation of doctrine and theology for the people of our church. And we're expecting that out of that, we're going to see some strong leaders. We've also taken 4 of our students from the team thing, which is going amazing, by the way. 4 of those students have entered into what we call the next level training. And what that is, it's a strategic, intense discipleship, leadership discipleship for students who want to do more than just sit on their bottom during a Thursday night service. As the teen thing continues to grow, we're well over 25 students now. We are desperate in need of a youth pastor. So pray for us that just the right couple would come along to want to serve and lead the student ministry. We also want to say thank you so much for all of you who invested and helped us. We were in a real need, a real bind as we continue to transport equipment, drums, keyboards, guitars, A-frame signs, the whole thing. We were sticking that in our car that we were also using for Uber. And as you can imagine, with white leather seats, it was starting to show some signs of wear and tear. But there are several of you who really stepped up to the plate. You helped in a huge way. And because of that, we were able to get ourselves into a 2016 Jeep Liberty. Has plenty of space. Everything fits perfectly. And so thank you so much. There's a couple of pictures coming up here on the screen. Thank you so much for helping us with that. We really appreciate that. As many of you know, over the winter, I served as the administrator for the Clackamas County Warming Shelter. What an amazing opportunity that was, not only for me, but also for the churches of Clackamas. There were over 12 of us, churches that partnered together for volunteerism, for houseless space, for finances to purchase beds and mats and blankets. It was really a win. But that season is over for me now, and I'm back. Stella and I are back to driving for Uber. The boys both got jobs working at McDonald's. Kind of crazy to think that that's the season of life that we're in, but we're there and we're loving every minute of it. You know, when Stella and I jumped out into this journey of planting a church, or our family really jumped in this journey of planting a church, we said that we're not going to do this unless, first of all, God is in it, but second of all, the whole family was on board. And the whole family has been on board. And it is fun being able to be on this journey of planting and pastoring the house church. And now we're even seeing that spread out to other leaders throughout the house church. We are blessed. God is blessing this, and his favor is upon it. And so much of that is directly because you have invested. Thank you. Thank you. And for all those who have come to know Jesus during this journey, they say thank you also. God bless.